Hi everybody. I am starting and adjusting my slide. I apologize for a little delayed. So today discussion is about healthy mind. What is the mental health? What are the mental health problem is? And then I will discuss how we can have a healthier brain and mind. What is a healthy mind? It is not a simple definition for a healthy mind. Healthy mind is a mind that is clear, that is calm, it's happy, it's a positive, it's a balanced. It's a mind that finds a way through the life and manage the relationship, finances, manage stress. You see, our mind is the master. It means everything is happening in our life. The cause of it is come from the mind. Is consciously or unconsciously come from mind. So the healthy mind is affect all of our life. The relationship, finances, even our body's health, it depends on our mind health. Mental health problem is affect how we think, how we feel, how we act, how response to stress, how related to others, the choices we make. You see, the world is the reflex of the mental state. The physical world that we have is because of the way what is happening in our mind. The outside world is a reflection what is happening in your mind. So if you wanted to fix the outside world, you have to fix here. The more healthier, the more clear, the more calmer, the more happier the mind is, the happier your world is going to be. We make our life by our own thoughts. And it starts from childhood. So when we do everything at home, when we talk, when we with our family, whatever we do, if we have children, we need to know that they are watching. Children record everything that we says, and they go to their subconscious mind, and later on they will behave exactly the same. So mental health problems affect our thinking, mood, and behavior. It affects every part of our life. What are some of the symptoms of having mental health problem? It affects thoughts, having persistent negative thoughts or memories. You can't let go of those thoughts goes. It means there is some problem in the mind. Thinking of harming yourself or others. So as soon as these thoughts come to your head that you want to harm yourself, you need to go to get help. You need to come out of that mindset. It means there is a problem. Feeling numb or nothing matters anymore. So it means you are not happy anymore. You're depressed. It doesn't matter what's happening around you. That's not a good feeling. Feeling happiness and positive and healthy is the feeling warmness, enjoying life. You want to live. So when the things matter to you, you expect the things happening in your life. When that's not happening, so this is a problem. Feeling hopeless or helpless. Hope is like for the soul is like oxygen for the body. So if there is no hope, and especially the person does not feel they have a support, it could end up to a dangerous space. So we need to be very careful when we have this kind of feeling, we need to consider, is there anything I need to do with my mind? Do I need to be more calmer? Do I need to be more happier? Do I need to be more positive? Feeling unusually confused, forgetful, unaged, angry, worried, scared. These are not healthy. These are sign of mental health problem. So, by the way, when I'm saying mental health problem, it doesn't mean like you have a problem, now you have to see a doctor. No, it means like we need to do something about it. The mental health, when I'm talking about, it has a spectrum. It could be mild from a little forgetfulness or getting angry compared to somebody that mental health problem that has to be admitted to the hospital. So when we are talking about mental health, is a spectrum. If there is eating or sleeping too much or too little, it could be sign of mental health problem. Putting away from people an unusual activity, like you go away from people or stay alone too much, so it could be a sign of mental health problem. Having low or no energy, having unexplained aches and pains. Every day you have a symptoms here, your headache, the legs it hurts, and you go to see your doctors and they cannot find any cause for it. So that means it could come from mind. You see, as I mentioned before, if the mind is healthy, we will find solution to our problem. So the mental health and healthy mind, it's very, very important. Mental health, it can be in children, small children as young as 2 years old can become depressed. So younger, adolescent, older people. So we need to be careful when the things around us is happening. It's children, they may have a mental health problem, and we need to know, we need to talk to them if they are too much quiet, or to see if there is something happening in their life. They may not show it the way we show it, and everybody is showing these symptoms differently. So whatever we do, we need to watch our children. So now we come to the fun part of my talk that I love to talk about it. So those part that I was talking about, the mental health and what is symptoms, is kind of depressing. But a healthy brain and mind. You see, so you have the brain and you have the mind. Brain is the station for the mind. Then you have a mind, unconscious mind, subconscious mind, and conscious mind. That all of them is happening in the brain. So for having a healthy mind, you have to have a healthy brain. A healthy brain is the foundation of a great mind. So you need to have a healthy brain. So this is the picture of the brain, and it's showing the functional MRI wiring inside the brain. The powerful human brain. We need a brain with normal anatomy and physiology to have a healthy mind. So what does it mean? It means if you have a stroke, if you have a problem with the brain, then your mind is not going to be healthy. So this picture showing different part of the brain. The reason I'm showing it is I show to you that your mind, all the function happening in your mind, they are function of the brain. There is function, different part of your brain doing it separately or all together and make your mind. So we wanted to have a healthy brain. So this is showing different part of the brain. This is a human brain. This is front, this is back, this is top to the bottom, and showing different lobe of the brain. This is a frontal lobe, this is a parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe, and then cerebellum. And this picture showing that um, the human brain, how I'm sorry, I just something here for a second, is showing the different part of the brain, what they do. Like for imagination and creativity are in the frontal lobe. Emotional memory, language memory, they are here in temporal lobe. Vision is in parietal lobe. Coordination, speed, balance is in cerebellum. And the reason I'm showing this, I wanted to convince you and you understand that your mind is a function of your brain. And if you wanted to have a healthy mind, you wanted to have a healthy brain. And I'm going to explain how to have a healthy brain. And then we discuss also how to have a healthy mind. You see, in the past they were thinking when we born, and especially after 1 year old, the nerve cell, they do not regenerate. It means we cannot have a new cells. But now we know in an area like a hippocampus that it is for a long-term memory, the nerves can regenerate. Even at up to age of 70, after 70 years or up to age 79, this area can regenerate. This is showing a nerve cell, and this is showing the connection to the other nerve cells. And this electricity between the nerve cells, that's the mix of our thoughts. That's mix of our mind. So when these nerves, they get to trouble, for example, in Alzheimer's disease or injury, we lose the function of the mind. We lose our consciousness. So it's so important we keep that safe. And I wanted to say that the brain is not static. It's a dynamic. We have the brain is rewired. It can be rewired. What is affecting the health of the brain? A healthy lifestyle is not only good for the heart and also is good for the brain. So what are the factors are? Nutrition. In the next slide, I will show more about nutrition. Exercise. I will talk about education. Medical comorbidity, they affect the brain. Like what? Like diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney problem. They will affect the brain. So we need to be sure the body is healthy. The other things affect the healthy brain. Genes affect the healthy brain. Social network and early life environment. What happened in early childhood, it may affect the brain, and the person go through their whole life with some issues. It's affected, like the children that they do not have enough attention as a child, like when they have their mother or their parents, for some reason they did not do attention, or they were in a place their parents, they were not there for a long time. It later on is affect their brain and affect their mind. The brain does not grow as it should. The connection in the brain does not develop as it should. And the rest of their life will suffer of this issue. So this is so important for when we are around the children, especially at this time. Even there is a coronavirus, even we need to be careful, even the different problem going on, but we need to be sure we do not bring this worriness and fear to children, because children, they are really hopeless. They cannot do anything about it. We need to be tell them to be cautious, but beside that, they cannot do anything helping with the finances or helping with the different things happening in the country. We need to be sure this problem, coronavirus situation, it will solve. Sooner or later will solve, but how much is affect our children, our children brain and mind, we need to be careful. So Healthy brain and sound mind versus distorted mind. You see, so far I show you about a brain. So this is a brain. This is showing a picture like from mind. It is a vector. So this is showing a clear, a sound, a balanced mind, balanced thoughts. Here is showing like too much confusion, too much clutter. And that's the reason I wanted to explain to you, when the mind is like this, inside is like this, then you cannot make right decisions. You're making more mistakes. It affects your body. You will have more stress. You may have more problem with your body, with your relationship, and some of the things will happen. You may not ever be able to find a reason for it. Why did you do that? You see, Lao Tzu said, if you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Be sure we need to correct our mind. We need to be sure we keep our mind healthy. So, about nutrition, I'm going to talk for a second about antioxidant. We wanted to eat the food they have antioxidant. You see, free radicals, the free radicals, I don't go explain too much with them, is affect the cell and cause the cells die. Antioxidants that come with the food will cause that does not happen, and the cells stay healthy. And I will explain to you which food we eat that they have antioxidant. So these are food with a high antioxidant. Vegetables, especially leafy vegetable, nuts, they have a vitamin E. Fruit, especially berries, and all other food that they are. I explain it with the details in my book. In chapter 2, I explain in my book how to have a healthier brain. I talk about anatomy, and I talk to how to have a healthier brain and different food and different factors. So be sure eating vegetable, fruit, especially berries, nut, especially walnuts, they have vitamin E. Be sure also have a seafood that they have a omega-3 and DHA, and also egg that have a choline that make the help in making the acetylcholine, a transmitter in the brain that is necessary for the memory. So this is another picture for the factors for a healthy brain. Drinking of water. 80% of the brain is water, so be sure you are hydrated. What are the foods that they protect the brain? Vitamin E, beans and chicken peas, blueberries and grapes, sweet potatoes, vitamin B. Be sure you have these ones. Be sure you are sleeping enough. Intellectual stimulation, exercise, these are all important, and they are not good factors for the brain, so we should decrease it as much as we could. And stay positive and calm. You see, when you are staying positive and calm, your brain relaxes. There's not too much confusion, and then you make a decision. Whatever you need to do in your life, you make that decision rightly. The factors outside, it will affect us, but how we respond, it is coming from inside. So the first factor we talked about for a healthy brain was nutrition and hydration. The second factor is physical activity. Exercise is essential for a healthy brain and mind. Be sure to do exercise. Exercise increase the oxygenation to the brain, increase growth factor, activate the left prefrontal cortex that causing joy, increase being rational, more rational, and also decrease stress. So physical activity 5 times a week, 30 minutes each time, that become 150 moderate aerobic activity you need per week. Sleep. Sleep is very important for the brain. At each age, there is a different need for the sleep. Children, adolescents, they need much more sleep than adult and middle-aged and older people. When adolescents or children, they don't have sleep enough, they become irritable, they increase the harmful behavior in them, increase drinking, increase rate of drug abuse. So we need to be very careful. This is a functional MRI of the brain. This is functional MRI of the brain. This is front, back, right, left. The gray one is brain. So the gray one is brain. This is showing activity of the brain. The red parts and yellow parts showing activity of the brain. This is the MRI of the same person. This is the MRI after a good night's sleep. You see how much brain is more active? And this is the MRI of the brain after person did not have a good night's sleep and was tired. You see how much more activity? So enough sleep is necessary for a healthy brain. So you need to be enough sleep. If you are tired and you did not have enough sleep, your brain and your mind is not going to function properly. Even you are trying so hard, you cannot focus properly. You will be irritable, and you cannot make a good decision. So be sure have a good night's sleep. In adult, usually around 8 to 10 hours. In adolescent and teenager, between 9 to 11 hours. In older age, between 7 to 9 hours. Again, I explain it in details in my book. So now we're coming to see how to have a healthier brain and mind. So this is the big slide, and I summarize them here. So you want to explain it. If at least maybe you are doing some of them. If you are not doing, increase them. So all of them to help you to have a healthier brain and mind. So we talk about enough sleep. We talk about exercise. Walking, mindful walking. Mindful walking is the walking that you go for a walk and you are like saying, smell the roses. You are there. You are present at the moment. You are listening to birds. You feeling the air. You're not talking to your cell phone, or you go through negative thoughts that you were doing before. Your goal is of this, you calm your mind, relax your mind. You see, when we are using our brain, using our mind, we are thinking. Thinking is the connection between the nerves. It's like a computer. You're using a program. Back and forth you're using the same neurons over and over. So if you want to this part be relaxed, this part of the brain, that connection, that network, we call it neuronal network, become relaxed, the only way is do not think that things anymore. Let's say you're upset about something and you have a negative thoughts, it go over and over. The only way you stop this and you're relaxed and you see what you need to do is to go be mindful, be present in the moment, go outside, especially to nature. Nature, you see, is peaceful, is relaxed, is slow. It causes you calm down. As soon as you sit and you're watching birds or flowers, you start calming down. And calming a calm brain is one of the main factors, one of the main essentials of a healthy mind. If the mind is not healthy, as like all the time jumping and up and down in the brain, it will not be healthy. So calm mind, you want to be. Stay calm. What does it mean, stay calm? It means have a positive thoughts. You see, If we want to react to what's happening in our life, there could be all the time to be something to be upset about. The child do something different, the wife, the husband, traffic, in the news something upsetting going on. So if we don't go, if we start reacting, of course we start feeling bad. But the things I explained more in detail in my program, and I discovered you need to go to a mental world, to your mind. It's at the higher level, it's a higher vibration. You go inside, and then you do not just react to the sensory information, to the physical world. You go inside, and then the things coming from outside, then you make a decision. Okay, well, this is causing, but I am going to keep my peace. You see, as Wayne Dyer, you said, I choose peace. I want to be peaceful. I am peaceful. I am calm. You see, when you say I am calm, this I am is in a mental world, does not have anything to the physical world. What is happening outside, it does not determine, it should not determine how you are going to feel, unless you allow it. I am calm. It doesn't matter what is happening outside, it doesn't matter what happened in a minute ago or what's happening in the future. I am calm. I am calm. So you say that, so you stay calm. It is good for the brain. Stress, chronic stress, is bad for the mind and is bad for the body. The other things we should use our brain, stay healthy, especially in older age. Use our brain. Stimulate our brain. How you stimulate our brain? If we do all the things that we do usually as a habitual, the brain doesn't work anymore. Or reading the same things over and over. It doesn't. You need to do something different. As simple as if you go to Starbucks, instead of ordering this kind of coffee every day, ordering something different, because your mind need to use different part. Travel some different places. Read different book. Listen to different channel in TV, because then your brain stimulate. You see, one of the main causes of nerve cell die is not using them. So we need to use our nerve cell. Socialize, especially in older people. The people in a nursing home, they are alone. They get dementia faster. So we need to be sure they socialize. In adolescent, when they are in social media and electronic, we need to be sure they stop that one and spend time with the family, and lunch, dinner, breakfast, go with them outside. This is very necessary for at this age, socialize, because is different from something doing on a Facebook, and you really have a physical contact with another person, another human being, or hearing your voice. This is much more natural for the human mind. As I mentioned, do new things. Be kind. You see, as long as a person is judgmental and kind to others, it can be happy. When you are kind to other people, you will, not only the other people, they will be kind. You be happy. You become happy yourself. There are in the brain, there is neurons, we call it mirror neurons. It means when you see somebody like happy, so what will happen is activate the same neurons in your brain, and then you become happy. Unless you use negative emotions like jealousy or envy, then they are active, and then not only you don't feel better, you feel worse. So you need to be kind, be compassionate. As Dalai Lama saying, if you wanted to be happy, be compassionate. If you want other people to be happy, be compassionate. Be kind. Be hopeful. Optimistic people, they live longer. They have a clear mind. You see, the things will happen in a life, but you wanted to see hope. As I mentioned before, hope for the soul is like oxygen for the body. The things keep us going, survive, is the hope. If we don't have a hope, basically we die. Is basically that's as simple as this. Have a break through the days. What does it mean? Through the day, when you are stressful, when you are busy and you get stressed, do not feel bad that you got stressed. You just need to take time off. 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Go to a little quiet place. Go walk. Go have a coffee. Go have a tea. It's make you calmer, make your brain function better. At the end of the day, you will be less tired. Take time to travel. You see, when we are in one place over and over, everything looks, this is the world. But when you go for going different places, completely change your mindset. You start thinking differently. That's kind of thinking. You cannot do it in a place you already are, because the sensory information are the same. You see the same things, you eat the same thing, you watch the same movies or TV program, and you talk to the same people. So it's kind of difficult to change the mindset. So sometimes you are stressed, depressed, or even physical health. If there is a problem and we cannot find a cause for it, it's better we go for a travel, for a calm place. Meditate every day, 10 to 20 minutes. Just find a quiet place, sit down, just think about nothing. Just relax. You can read about it and learn what are the different kind of meditation method, but that's basically it. When you meditate, you calm down the brain. When you meditate, you go inside. You go inside. Activate your inner mind or inner woman. You go inside. That's very important. A lot of people, you see, try to solve the problem when they are in a physical world, and when they are in a sensory world. They are trying to change the outside. It never works. If you wanted to change your life, you have to go inside and change inside. And when you change inside, the outside world will change. Silence. Very important. These days, everybody, listening to something, watch something, do not spend enough time to be silent. I think it was Pascal said that one of the problems with the human being, they cannot stay quiet in a place. You need to stay calm, quiet for a few minutes. It leave the sensory information alone, and then we go inside. Shut the door, sensory world, and go inside. That's become silent. Be mindful. What does it mean, be mindful? Be present. Mindfulness means being present in a moment. Not be overwhelmed with the things around, not overreact. You're aware of yourself and your surrounding, and you're present in the moment. That's mindfulness is. These days, most of the people, they are worried about the future or regret about the past. You can't be happy, you cannot be calm. When the mind is focusing on the past, is regretting the past or fear of it, it's not present that solve the problem. If you are with your family, with your children, and your mind is somewhere else, of course you are not going to have a good reaction to them. If you want to have a best reaction, a best communication, you need to be present in the moment. You see, the only time you have is this moment. The future has not come, and the past is gone. So this moment, and the life is moment by moment. Do not regret about the past. Do not blame yourself for others. It would not help anything. If you regret or shameful, only things you will do is basically reinfect your future. Be happy, smile, laugh. Be happy. You see, there is no reason, we don't need any reason to be happy. Happy is the state we should be. Happy is the purpose of our life. As Buddha says, the purpose of life is joy. All the other things we want, home, car, travel, family, everything we want, money, is for joy. But if we, in meantime, we lose our joy, what other things are for. So smile. When you're smiling, when you're laughing, when you're smiling, your brain thinking that there is something good happening, so start feeling good. Be happy. Forgive. Resentment cannot bring happiness. If you're resentment, you cannot be happy and calm. So all these, if you see all of them are, you go inside mind. And healthy mind is equal to a calm mind, is equal to quiet mind, is equal to positive mind. And healthy mind is a negative mind, is a resentful mind, is a stressful mind, is confused mind. So we need to be careful. The more forgive we are, the more grateful we are, the more you have a purpose. You see, you have a purpose, you have a goal, you want whatever you wanted to make, that's fine. But you see, you want it to be happy and it's very calm. You see, happiness brings success, not success happiness. After sometimes all these qualities become our habit. So you want to have a calm, quiet and healthy mind. You see, this is Rene Descartes, and he studied mind for a long time. And it is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is using it well. You see, most of the problem with the people, there is not really a mind problem. What does it mean? It means only a limited number, a small number of the people, they have a problem with the brain, like a structural problem with the brain that cause them, they need a severe treatment and these things. Most of other people, they get into trouble because they do not use their mind properly. Instead of being positive all the time, they are negative. Instead of being calm, they are stressful. Instead of focusing on higher thoughts, pure, calm, joy, kindness, these things bring calm mind, sound mind. If a person thinking negative, is jealous, is resentment, is judgmental, does not forgive, this mind, it means they did not use their mind properly. Not only they are not going to have a healthy mind, not only they are going to be stressful, that's going to show up in their life. You see, mind is the master. You are master of your fate. What does it mean? You are master of your fate by mastering your mind. We need to control our mind. Don't let our mind control us. What does it mean? It means if you let any thoughts come to your mind and you react to them, your mind is controlling you. Outside world is controlling you. But when you decide, I choose this, you see, you need to use your I. I am. You're conscious. I am conscious of being happy. I'm conscious of being calm. I'm conscious of being successful. I am successful. You see, when you say I'm successful, you said you are successful. It doesn't matter you weren't so far or you are going through the trouble. You need to believe it that you are successful. You all need to believe that you are calm, even healthy. Say, repeat to yourself, I have a healthy mind. My mind is getting better every day because I am using my brain over and better. My body is improving, my health is improving. I am smart, I am intelligent. I have a strong mind. I have a calm mind. I have a clear mind. When you say I have a clear mind, you basically declare this to yourself. A lot of people, they say negative things about themselves. When a person said, I'm confused, my memory is bad, as soon as you said, my memory is bad, your memory is going to be bad. It will not function as it should. You see, if a person said, I'm smart, and a person said, I am not smart, even they have the same education, but the way their brain function is going to be a completely different vibration. All the time positive. I have a good mind. I have a sound mind. I have a calm mind. I have a positive mind. I have a happy mind. I have a strong mind. I am healthy. My mind is healthy. I'm a positive. I make a right decision. I make a good decision. All the things I talk to in my website and my seminar and these things they have. You see, I love human brain and human mind. I'm a neurosurgeon. So far I had loved to do surgery on the brain, and I love brain. But now I love mind, because I see with helping people with using their mind properly, their whole life can change. Of the children at the school, adolescent, adult, older people, if they use their mind, they will change their life. It took me some time to realize this, because I'm a neurosurgeon and a lot of things thinking about physical and science and neuroscience. But a lot of problem with the mind, you cannot solve them with the physical world, with the sensory world. You have to go a little higher. You need to go to mind. And then you correct the mind, you start correcting the thoughts. And by correcting the thoughts and the mind, I talk about all these things. All my product in my website is mindinmedicine.com, and I'm so proud of it. I talk about mind in medicine. All of them are 25% off. That's my book, this is my practice book. Life training webinar I have on Saturday that I talk about imagination and the brain is good for everybody, especially younger people. Coaching with me. I help the people that they are stressed, they have anxiety, they have a PTSD, they are depressed, they are anxious, they wanted to change, they are addicted, they wanted to change, they wanted to lose weight, they wanted to change their bad habits. I will help them one by one. They can talk to me. I send them product. I send them different material they can read, and it's 100% money guarantee. If they get not result, they can get their money back. Online course. I have a online course. It includes 7 sessions of this thing. You can go to my website and click. There are a lot of blogs. Go there and look. Even you didn't want to buy something, but there is a lot of blogs. I put weekly blog. You can read and learn. I will check to see if there is any questions. This was a pleasure to talk to you. I hope you go check the website. You see, I love mind, and the answer to the problem in humanity and the world is using the human mind properly. That is missing these days. You cannot solve all the problem with technology, with the physical world, with the sensory, with the fight, with the power. But it can fix with the human mind, understanding. I hope you enjoy it. Take care.